Question for you both to start. So in the film, you both leave Mary in charge of Downton, and you get to go off to the south of France. What was the best part of filming in the Riviera?
Well, I don't think there was a worse part. The most challenging part, and I say this with the tongue slightly in my cheek, is that we had to quarantine for a week in a gorgeous hotel before we could start filming. So that was tough, spending all that time with people you like anyway, and a swimming pool. So that was tough. But then then actually filming in the villa itself was obviously a complete treat. The only delicate thing was trying to make sure that the passenger ships and the speedboats in the background weren't there when we were actually filming in that direction. It was hot. It was full of crickets making their lovely noise. So we had a lot of sound issues, and the poor sound recorders was tearing their hair out. But it was a beautiful place to film. It's as simple as that. The light is so distinct. It's so you could be nowhere else but the Riviera.
Yes.
My favorite part was leaving Mary to deal with the house at home. I just love that the parents let her take care of the leaky roof and all the moving around of staff and nip away.
Well, she is the captain now, as Robert said.
It should always be that way.
Hugh, we know from the trailer that Violet has a secret past. Can you speak a little bit about how her secret affects Lord Grantham in this film?
Yes, in fact, the trailer tells you everything you need to know about the entire movie, frankly. So don't bother going to see it. But if you do turn up, you will find that there are added textures resulting from these revelations that Violet has bequeathed to the family, that the impact of going to the south of France does bring out further secrets from the closet, so to speak. So inheriting the villa is one thing. The repercussions of that inheritance are something else.
And Elizabeth, can you tell us a little bit about Cora's story and her arc in this movie?
Well, Cora has a secret as well. And this, I think, is bubbling underneath much of her arc. And it's causing her to take a look at her life in a way that she perhaps wouldn't have done otherwise. And it's nice that she comes to a happy conclusion about the choices she's made. And I like the fact that it seems to me as though she's made a choice to feel happy about her life at this juncture. And I think it is a choice. And I hope that message in some subliminal way gets put across.
Yes. One of the things I loved about this film, especially with both of your characters, is that you two have some very powerful emotional scenes in this one. There's one in particular where the two of you have the scene and it just beautifully encapsulates Robert's and Cora's relationship. Can you just talk a little bit about filming the heightened emotions of this film?
That particular sequence you're talking about was actually a fortunate happenstance, because we were due to film it somewhere completely different in the UK. And the night we were due to film it, it poured with rain in the middle of the night, and we were doing a night shoot and we couldn't get to it. So we had to find a way of shooting it where we ended up shooting it. And I think it's 10 times better than where we were originally going to film it. So the emotions you're talking about were bottled up for several weeks until we could unleash them.
Now, I presume that if there's a Downton Abbey 3, you will return for another. I hope so. Is there anything left that you would like to see happen to Robert and Cora at this point? Is there anything on your list?
Well, I mean, we've been through kind of everything. I don't know. It's actually quite a challenge. I mean, what I think was so difficult about doing movie number 2 is that you have to cater for the people that don't want massive change in the show, because they love what they're used to. They love Maggie's lines and they want to hear them again, and they love everybody saying exactly what you expect them to say. But on the other hand, you have to make that fresh. And I feel quite proud because I think we managed to do that in this movie, to keep everything the same, but make it fresh. It feels like it's a completely new movie as well. It has that kind of energy. I know I haven't really answered your question, but I think it would be a really big challenge to do that again, and to do that in terms of Cora and Robert's relationship as well. I mean,
yeah, I think there's simply two words that can really sum it up about where we go next, and it's the Maldives.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
We're gonna do it.
Well, thank you so much. We're out of time. Again, I love the film. Best of luck to you, and I hope there's another one.
Thank you
so much.